This is You Know I Know, a podcast where you can come onto my house, drop your buffs, and learn something from this. Is this thing on? Seriously, guys? Oh my God, I don't even know. I never know. And especially today. Hi guys, thank you so much for coming to You Know I Know. I'm your host, Zach Day, and hopefully you can hear me okay. I am traveling at the moment. That's why if you're watching this, you may notice I'm in a different area than I normally am. I'm in Kentucky visiting some friends and family for a little while, and just kind of, exploring the option of potentially living in Kentucky again at some point. Never thought I would say that. But it's just been something that, again, I keep knocking the camera and I'm so sorry. It's just been kind of something that's been on my heart recently. I don't know, not necessarily just moving back to Kentucky. Like that's not everything I've ever wanted or anything. Trust me. Sorry, I'm just going to adjust my camera here and hopefully y'all don't get car sick from this. But yeah, it's not that I'm just wanting to move back to Kentucky necessarily, of all places, but sometimes I'm just like, I don't know necessarily if I need to be in Nashville to thrive or LA to thrive. Like I can still thrive from anywhere. I can do my podcast from anywhere. I can continue to make music from wherever I'm at. And I can fly to LA or drive down to Nashville if I need to play a show or record or do whatever. And then it's just like so much cheaper. I can just live in Kentucky for so much cheaper. And, we'll just have to see. I want to adjust this lighting a little bit too, because it is not making me feel my best. Oh, that looks pretty good. There we go. That was just a little bit too bright. Yeah, let's give it up for that. Little chaotic start for you guys today, but it wouldn't be You Know I Know if it wasn't a little bit chaotic at the start. Listen, I want to go ahead and get into episodes 5 and 6 of the Anna Nicole Show from season 1. This has been quite the journey. I want to grab my water really quick. I'm going to scoot back here. I'm going to grab my water. Oh, you guys might have just seen me in my undies. My bad. I got to quench my thirst a little bit. It's water. It's not Diet Coke or Coke Zero, okay? Don't be mad at me. Anna Nicole Show, God, it's been definitely iconic. Like, I'm glad that I can finally say that I've been watching it because, it's definitely the journey, and it's definitely something that, as a huge fan of reality TV, I needed to watch this, because it's just part of the culture, and it's part of, I don't know, it definitely is an exploitative and tragic show that I feel like they're probably ashamed to have ever aired this show because it's so sad. But I've also been watching some other shows recently that I want to, some guests that I'm going to have are going to be talking about, such as 1,000-Pound Sisters or 90 Day Fiancé or things of that nature. And I'm like, oh, this is just taking a page straight from the Anna Nicole Show. It's exploiting people at some of their not best moments, I guess you could say. So sometimes I feel guilty because I do love a reality show. Not necessarily those type of shows though. So I'm like, okay, I'm not like that bad. But then again, it's like even like Housewives to me is pretty exploitative and disturbing, and it's a sticky conversation, and it's definitely a moral dilemma at some points. And as a consumer of television, it's like you have to be careful and you have to understand what you're viewing. Or you can just like not think about it and listen to this podcast instead. So episode 5 of the Anna Nicole show, episodes 5 and 6 are definitely, in my opinion, kind of like filler episodes. They are going to Vegas in both of these episodes. So episode 5 starts as the cold open, and she says, they always ask me if I learned anything from being a stripper, and I did. I learned that 1 man plus 2 beers equals $20. I don't really know what that means. One man. Oh, maybe she's saying that if 1 man is drinking 2 beers, he'll give her $20. I don't know. So it plays the theme song, and then it goes to a talking head of Anna. And she's in like full Bo Peep drag. Like, I don't really know what I'm like thinking, oh, she's in full Bo Peep drag. So this must be a new type of look for her. Like, maybe she's going to an event or it's for something special, but that never gets brought up. So I really don't know why she's in little Bo Peep drag, but she looks cute. She just kind of is talking about how her life is really stressful. And I'm like, babe, we know. We definitely know that your life is stressful. I mean, my God, you can't. It's obvious. And then it's just like she's talking about how stressful her life is. And she's kind of recapping, I just like had to go to the dentist. And I'm sorry, this is such a bad angle. She's like talking about the dentist. She's talking about, her work schedule. And it shows her doing this really cute, like, photo shoot with Sugar Pie. Sugar Pie, get back from there, just a little high for Sugar Pie. I love Sugar Pie. So yeah, she seems to be stressed, Babe is busy. She's booked and busy. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust this because I feel like, I'm not liking this, it's like really close up to me. I just had to edit like a bunch of video of me from the podcast, and some of them I look really good, and some of them I look really, how shall we say, disturbing. Yeah. I also haven't shaved my face. I'm just like visiting family, so I'm kind of like trying to just enjoy some time with people that love me, people that I love. So, but I wanted to get this podcast recorded because I want to keep watching the show, and it's been on my heart. You know what I mean? I need to get it on here so that I can move past it. And I'm using a new podcasting studio today, so we'll see if it works. I don't even know. I'm scared. I guess the internet up here is really bad, and the internet back home is really bad. So like even like my videos on StreamYard and the ones that I've been uploading to YouTube, some of them look really good, some of them look really bad. And I have like a good camera, but the quality of these videos have just been woo. So, she's just been stressed out, and even Bobby Trendy has been stressing her out, and it cuts to Bobby Trendy, and they're just like working on her room, and she's stressed, she wants white fur and pink fur everywhere, all over her walls. They want to paint the ceiling pink. She wants leopard, in her words. I love when people say leopard like that. I'm like, oh God. The pink sheets on her bed and stuff, really cute. It's silky, it's nice. I'm sure it's expensive. It kind of looks cheap, but that's kind of what I thought the vibe was, camp, cheap, So that's just kind of showing how stressed out she is by that. And then it's showing, she says even Sugar Pie is driving her crazy, and they're it cuts to Sugar Pie outside, like barking at another dog, and she's just like, I'm so sorry. So yeah, this is just a montage of I'm stressed out. And then it shows her being like, well, you know what? So I think I want to go to Vegas to like let off a little steam. And I'm like, Honestly, I want to too. I've never been to Vegas. I don't know how well I would do there. I'm kind of a homebody, so I mean, no, I love to travel, don't get me wrong, but I'm not like a big partier slash drinker slash drug user slash anything fun like that. Um, I kind of just like to stay at home and bundle up. Yeah, I'm like that. I like to stay at home and bundle up and just like watch a movie and like, just like relax. Sorry, I'm feeling a little bit manic. It's 10:30 at night. This is like way past my bedtime. Um, but yeah, I want to go to Vegas though. I think that I could have fun there. Like trust me, I can have fun like when I need to and when I want to. I recently did like a solo backtrack. I recently did like a solo backpacking trip through Europe, and I was like, this is so like eat, pray, love of me, and I was really in my eat, pray, love, and it was fun. Like I want to do another trip like that, but I just want to go to Vegas because it's just a place I've never been, and I want to go there because when I was a kid, I wanted to go and watch Holly do Peep Show, and I really want to go just like say that I've been there. You know what I mean? I want to try to win some money. I feel like that would be really dangerous for me. Ugh, I'm hating this video. I'm so mad. It's no one's fault but my own. I did have a milkshake today, so I'm looking rather round. So anyway, she wants to go to Vegas, and they're gonna drive there in a Hummer limo. Oh, I went to the gym yesterday, by the way, even in Kentucky. Okay, I'm still intermittent fasting, but I had a milkshake. Um. Anyway, they're gonna go to Vegas, and they're gonna drive there in a Hummer limo, and the limo pulls up, and it's got like ANNA on the windows with a big E network exclamation point. And I was like, okay, so this is sponsored by E. And that's okay. That is her job. They're paying for the trip to Vegas. And there's Todd, the limo driver, and he's like nervous about them being back there because he's like, oh my God, they're going to destroy my car. Um, and I get that. They definitely seem like kind of a rowdy bunch. Because it's not just her, it's her, Howard, of course. Her, Howard, Kimmy, her makeup artist, whose name is Angie, her trainer, and then her estratrician. And I'm like, dang, that sounds fun. But they're all drinking in the limo, and I'm like, ooh, this is, you know, whatever. They're just trying to have fun, like, let her live. They don't have to film it, but, they're going to. And Kimmy's talking about crying. Shocking. I'm just like, Kimmy, all you do is cry, babe. All you do is cry. It's like I've had enough and I've seen enough. Um, and, I'm just like, why is Howard there? I guess at this point in the show, we kind of know that they definitely don't have like a normal attorney-client relationship. They're friends, they're family, they're sisters. She basically says that Howard's one of the girls, and I'm just like, ugh. I just hate that he's there. I'm like, can she not just actually have like just a girls trip? Her, Kimmy, I guess, has to be there too, because whatever. Um, Sugar Pie, just the girls. I'm sorry, you can see me picking my nose on camera right now. I'm not really picking it. I'm just itching it. It kind of got a little bit itchy. Um, yeah, Kimmy kind of talks about her jealousy issues of Anna making out with someone, and I'm just like, the red flags are everywhere, babe. The red flags are everywhere. Yeah, that's basically it. Just them drinking in the car, classic road trip, girls kind of trip vibe. They pull up to this gorgeous ass hotel, okay? I mean, it's like so beautiful. Um, Wait, I miss my sounds. Oh, I used to have like a really cool, like really pretty, like I was gonna make that one when they got to the hotel, but I can't find it. They're staying at the Rio Hotel, and she goes, "We're staying at the Rio Hotel and Resort in Vegas, named after, well, I'm not really sure what it's named after." And I'm like, period. Like me either. But you know what? It looks really nice. And I'm like, dang, this looks nice. They get into their suite. It's 9,000 square feet. And he says that it's like, he being Howard says that the suite is twice as big as her house, apparently. And it did. It looked huge. There's a hot tub. There's like all this stuff. I was like, dang. And I was like, this is kind of vintage because there's a giant wooden box at the end of the bed. And Anna goes up to it and goes, well, this is the TV, I'm assuming. And a giant, like, just like box TV comes out of this giant wooden box. And I was like, wow, that is so vintage. I love it. She says that she's excited to go out and get crazy and go to male strip clubs. And Sugar Pie is seen with a bow in her hair. And I'm like, oh, let's give it up for Sugar Pie. I love Sugar Pie, my favorite character. So basically she's going to go get ready for the night. And she's humming along with the elevator, which I know we've all done. And I took note that she was matching pitch. So I was like, not only is she stunning, but she can sing. I'm like, that's relatable. But it looks like she's getting ready to get some massage therapy or something. She's going to get like a manicure, a pedicure, all that stuff. I guess they're going to some sort of salon in the hotel. But she does have her makeup artist there with her and stuff. But yeah, I guess that she's just going to go to a salon in the hotel. And she says, I'm going to seal the deal with half a can of Aquanet. And I was like, that's cute. You know, that's like a Dolly Parton kind of moment. Oh, man. So she's ready to go. And she says that Chippendales is going to pick her up. And I was like, that's kind of interesting. I don't really know what that's about. Like, you know, like that's weird. Maybe they do that with like celebrity guests or something like that. They don't explain it. And she's on there's like a vintage cell phone alert. Everybody, vintage cell phone alert. I need more sound effects. I want it to be like, ooh, ah, or something like that. Vintage cell phone alert. So she is talking to them. They're on their way. And she goes, they better not slime me. I don't really know what she meant by that. There's a lot of times where I'm always like, what do you mean by that, sweetie? Slime you? Is that something? Maybe that's just because I've never been to Vegas and I don't know what these shows consist of. So honestly, maybe they'd have like a sliming portion. But these two guys, Kevin and Dan, come to pick her up and they're in like leather chaps and they immediately misgender Sugar Pie. They're like, who's this guy? And I'm like, I know you're not talking about SP, Sugar Pie. And she's like, God, they were so sexy. I was hot because they were in leather pants. And I was like, hey, I love it. If you like it, I love it. They're giving Matrix drag. It's definitely a look. They're in like full leather trench coats. And I was living for it, but they give her like a good little seat up front. And then alert, alert, men in thongs. Men in thongs alert. I could never do this. Now I could perform it. I have a stunning body and I can dance. But I could never go watch. Guys, why do I keep breathing like that? I like catch my own breath. Did you hear it? But I could never go to one of these. It's just never gonna happen. You'd have to drag me kicking and screaming. Because I'm kind of a prude. I mean, okay. I'm not in a lot of ways, but lately I've been more and more modest and prude-like in a good way. I'm okay with it. I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. I get a little bit like embarrassed and stuff. So like, I think that I would just be like, oh my God, I can't take this. Like, I get embarrassed. I don't know. Now, could I perform it? Absolutely. absolutely. But I could not go and just like be an active. I couldn't go. Like I've never been to a strip club. I've never been to a female strip club. I've never been to a male strip club. I when I was in Amsterdam, when I went to my little backpacking trip I was telling you about, we went to like the red light district, and I did fine. Like I'm not gonna embarrass myself and be like, oh my god, ew, or anything like that. Like obviously not. Like it's fine, and I support them. I am curious about the red light district though. I have some questions about the safety of the women, and if anyone could answer that for me, would love to know. I kind of did some research because I was genuinely like interested to know more about it, but I couldn't find like any YouTube videos or anything like that. So that's how I learn. So, um, but no, it was fine. But I did feel like a little bit like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like, there's like, you can apparently like go there and like watch full out sex shows and stuff like that in Amsterdam. And I was like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. Maybe in a different state of mind when I'm like in a different phase of my life and different season, I could do it. But right now I'm like, I don't know if I could do it. I'd be embarrassed. Okay. Um, but she's loving it. She looks like she's having fun, and I love to see my girls smile. I love to see my girls smile. Um, she's like, I was so happy that they didn't pull me on stage, but then they did. I was like, true. She was up there, and they were giving her like a themed lap dance, and I knew they were gonna do that. I mean, obviously she's like a celebrity guest, like they're gonna pull her on stage, um, and just the thought of it makes me so nervous. But I'm happy for her if she had fun, and she seems like she did. She does a photo with all of the men, and she makes them rub sweat on her free shirt, and she's like, I want it to smell like musk. And I'm like, hey, I get it. I love like a hot, sweaty guy. Like, I think that's so fun. Um, so then it kind of cuts to a talking head, and she's like, the only thing that she likes more than men is money. And of course, they're in Vegas, so it's going to show her going to the blackjack table. She's playing blackjack. It's like, whatever, they're just playing blackjack. But I'm just like, who has money? Who's paying for this, Um, Howard keeps them moving to a new location. So yeah, they're just like, he's just like, okay, like we should keep, what else is there to do? And they're gonna go karting on down the strip, and this is where, alert alert, Anna behind the wheel of a car. I don't know if she's actually behind the wheel of a car. It's something like that. But she's definitely behind the wheel, and she's driving. And I was like, oh, okay. And it does not look safe at all. She's like almost hitting pedestrians, and there's like legitimate panic in Howard's voice. Like, wait, 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 wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. And I'm just like, this is maybe dangerous. And he's like, watch out for the kid. They keep that in, of course. So I was like, I'm a little nervous. They are already like completely trashed. They're going to this strip club called Jaguars, which I did look up. It is closed. She gets on the pole after the girls convince her, and it's like definitely not like, a club kind of vibe. It's not like they're out in the open. It's like definitely a private party kind of vibe. They have their own little backstage area that they paid for, like a private room or something. And the girls are just like stripping. And I was watching this on YouTube, and they were not blurring out any nipple. It was full nipple. And I was like, oh my God, okay, we're on YouTube. Like they blurred out an urn 2 episodes ago, but now they're not going to blur out any nipple. Hey, free the nipple. But I was just like confused by that. Anna buys Kimmy a lap dance. So, ooh. No, I'm not saying ooh about that. I'm saying ooh because I just looked at myself in the monitor, and it was frozen, and I had crossed eyes, and I looked really like scary. This Wi-Fi is a little slow. But no, it was kind of weird to see Kimmy getting a lap dance from a stripper. Something that seems very intimate and private, and we're gonna see it all over TV. So I was like a little bit not loving this. I don't care about this. This is so weird. I want to see more about like Anna's life. Like I don't care about Vegas episodes. I never have. Let's be honest. Um, Kimmy looks uncomfortable. Yeah, me and Kimmy have some things in common. Both uncomfortable at strip clubs. Both love Anna Nicole Smith. Um, Both at one time in our lives had purple hair. Uh, Both definitely somewhere on the sexuality bisexual spectrum. Um, Gotta be. So Anna's just like, yeah, oh wait, I forgot about this. She bought Howard a lap dance as well, and it keeps showing Howard like grabbing them and their boobs, and I'm just like, big boobs. No, but I was just like, I didn't know you could touch them like that. It seemed very like, um, yeah, I just didn't know. Can you do that, straight people? Can you answer me a question? Are you allowed to touch the strippers at a strip club? I just didn't know you could do that, like fully grabbing their their breasts. And one girl wanted to feel okay, so Anna gets a lap dance too, of course, and one girl wanted Anna to feel her breasts. And of course, Howard had to get in there and get a feel. He just can't get enough. Can't get his hands off the women. I'm like, can you stop? Literally, maybe that's like his one opportunity to like touch someone and lovingly or something. I don't know. I don't care. No excuses. You're not allowed. But yeah, and he said that they felt fake. I'm like, okay. What? No one asked you. Um, Anna says that they just drank and laughed, and she's just like, I want some tequila. And they kind of toast, and then that's basically it. It's just like a private party, but then it's like going to go into episode 6, which is part 2 of Vegas. So let me get through episode 6 as well, and then we'll go on because the next 2 episodes, we're back, baby. So episode 6, cold open, is that she says, what type of men do I like? Well, yeah, I like 2 types of men, foreign and domestic. And I thought that was cute. I wonder who was writing these jokes for her. If it was her or if like they had some fun gay writers or something like that. I'm kind of curious about it. I'm not sure though. But yeah, the little jokes are cute, and her cold opens are often my favorite part of the show. And she always looks good. She seems like she's in on the joke, and I like to see that. They're not able to film her tripping or half asleep or anything like that. We also get like a previously on, which I don't think we normally get because this is a part 2 episode. So yeah, that was interesting. So the episode opens with them just like right at the lap dances. And then Howard decides that he wants to give Anna a lap dance. Yeah. That was me during his lap dance. I was like, ew, this is so gross. This was me during his lap dance. I was like, it's dry down there. And I'm not laughing. Yeah, it's really disgusting to me. He's humping her. He's touching her, throwing her legs back. I'm just like, listen, leave my girl alone. She needs a good gay. She needs a good gay, not one of these losers. She needs a good gay that's gonna have her back, not these freaking moochers. Seems like everyone just like wants to like suck her dry of her energy. They're all energy vampires. I've seen that show. I can't remember what it's called, but you know the one. And I'm just like, mm-mm. It really made me uncomfortable. And then Kimmy wants to give a lap dance. I've had enough of the sexual tension that Kimmy has for Anna. Um, and Howard's like, it wasn't sexual, like, we're just friends in a talking head. And then Anna says, like, in a talking head, like, it doesn't bother her when people assume that they're a couple because he's her best friend and people are going to talk and things like that. And I'm just like, okay, let's look at this from a different perspective, sweetie. Like, I have a girl best friend. I'm at her house right now. She's married. And a girl has her gay. Can women and men be friends? I mean, no, like, I think they can, of course. Oh my God, I'm going to get canceled immediately. I don't mean it like that. Look at Anna and Howard's relationship. Can they be friends? Let's do that. Okay? It's uncomfortable. It's not right. There's a power dynamic there. There's like a weird. Let me move on. Trying to teach him the reach around. Yeah, it's just more of Howard stripping and dancing, and it's weird. And then the Buell, the Buell, the Buell, the Buell came. The bill came, and they were shocked into sobriety. They were like, um, the bill for the bar tab was $890. I could overhear them saying that. They kept that in. And he says in a talking head that the bar told him that the drinks were going to be free, but they had to tip the dancers. And he's like, of course. Like, we're going to tip the girls, especially after I touched them all. But then apparently only the first bottle of champagne was free. Everything else cost money. And I'm just like, okay, who's paying for this? Yeah. I just changed the lighting a little bit. It's like, I'm blue, Okay, so they leave at 3 a.m. They're tired. But, of course, they're going to show Anna being like, but I was hungry, so I made everyone go get a buffet dinner. Another thing we have in common, I love a buffet. And, like, since the 2020 COVID pandemic, I haven't been able to go to a buffet. I don't really want to talk about food on here because I don't have, like, the best relationship with it sometimes. But I do love a buffet. I love, like, a Chinese buffet, especially when I was in college. So I get it. There's, like, footage of the buffet, and Howard's making Anna a plate. Which I find weird. I'm like, she can make her own plate. You're not supposed to do this. And he's like up there and he's like, oh God, no, she won't want a salad. She will not want a salad. And then like, he sits down and hands her the food and she's like, where's my salad? He's like, what? She's like, you didn't get me a salad. You got yourself one, but you didn't get me one. Maybe I wanted one. And I was like, ooh. Never assume that a girl don't want her salad. If you're going to get a salad, get her a salad. She's not like, I mean, God, they're trying to make her out to be like this hog. Or as she says, Miss Porker. So yeah, it's the end of the night. The next day they wake up, she's like, I'm ready to go home, but first I want to go shopping. I want to get, a shirt for Daniel. And she's in this really cute matching, okay, I'm not picking my nose, I swear. I think my mustache is like itching my nose. She's in this really cute, like matching green set. I loved it. I was like, ooh, that's fashion. She's taking pictures with fans. She's walking around this like giving very much Spencer's gifts. She picks up like a voodoo kit and she's like stabbing it. She's like, that's my mom. That's my dad. That's my sister. I'm like, ooh, a little bit of dark humor. I'm in a Disneyland sweater that I got when I lived in California because I used to go to Disneyland all the time and I'm still paying for a Disneyland annual pass. And I haven't been in months. But I'll go back to LA in a few weeks and I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna take one of those days and go to Disneyland and just be like walking around. I wanna go to like Haunted Mansion. I wanna ride Pirates of the Caribbean. I might go, me and my friend Maya used to go a lot and just like hang out. And it's really fun. That was like the one thing fun that I would do when I lived in LA because I was so bored there and lonely and miserable. And I would just like go to Disneyland and just like get food and then come back or walk around and get like 5 to 10,000 steps in, get my steps in for the day. And then I would like come back. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, she's like walking out of the hotel, like getting ready to go home. And you can hear someone off camera going, "Look how big she is." And it's like a moment because that was shocking that somebody just screamed that across the hotel and she just laughs. I'm like, that would have made me cry. Look how big she is. I would have cried. Like, damn, keep your damn mouth shut. Because, see, that's where Howard could have went over there and whipped somebody's ass. Because that's what I would have done. Don't talk about my friend like that. Don't try to demean my friend and insult her. She's a beautiful woman. And if he really cared about her, maybe he should have... Ooh, I'm getting mad. I don't like this. Anyway, they're riding home. She's laughing. She doesn't care. She's having fun. She's like, I want food, of course. Topic of marriage comes up. Yeah, so like somehow it's like getting late. They're driving and someone's like, are you going to ever get married? And Anna's like asleep. Howard's like, oh, I won't get married till Anna's case is done and I have money in the bank. And everyone's just sitting there like this. He's like, shit, I might never get married. This is them. I could not care less about this, but it's definitely, I'm like, they choose to keep things in for a reason, right? So like, what's the reason? And then it just like cuts to Anna eating Cheetos in her sleep. And they're just like kind of like half drunk and half asleep in this limo ride. Like it looks kind of destroyed. I'm like, I bet he's pissed, the limo driver. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't really care about any more of this. And he's just like, Howard says like nothing he could do could shock his parents. So, don't know about that. They're back home. And there's a talking head of Anna being like, I really want to lose some weight. So I asked Howard to hire some chefs. And they bring in these chefs. Is that how you say it? Chefs? They bring in these chefs. And it's from a company called Private Chefs Incorporated. I'm pretty sure I looked it up. But yeah, they just kind of like bring in these guys to test out because Private Chefs Incorporated. They still have a website. It's still up and running. So, and it's still ran by Christian Pierre. So, that's the guy that was there with them. So yeah, still up and running. But yeah, apparently she wants to test out these. There's like 5 or 6 different guys. They're all going to make something for her. And then she's going to pick her favorite one that she wants to hire. So this food looks fancy as hell. This food looks fancy and looks good too. She has like caviar and foie gras and all this stuff. And I'm just like, whoa. And then there's a talking head of Anna being like, I'm borderline vegetarian. Like, I don't like fish. I don't like meat. The only time I eat meat is, like, rarely, and normally it's liver. That made me laugh. I thought that was funny, because I've had chicken liver a lot. Oh, my God. It's so good. Fried chicken liver. Now that's real Kentucky for you. It's so good. Oh, my gosh. I'm craving it right now. I'm kind of hungry. Anna says that she loves soybeans, olives, and pickles. And I'm like, me too. We have a lot in common, me and Anna. Yeah, so I guess they're all cooking. And then Howard goes and gets her from upstairs. And she comes down and she's looking really cute in her robe. And I love when she just like looks really cute and like has her hair pulled back and looks just really fresh. She's so pretty, you know? So she sits down at the table in her robe, and they all just bring out food one at a time, and she's just going to do like a taste test. Um, and she's kind of like, she seems like she doesn't really know if she likes it or not. It's like a lot of fancy stuff, and she's just like, whatever, but she seems nice, you know? Um, she comes out, and she's just like being super friendly. One thing about her is she's endearing. One thing about her is that you're gonna fall in love with her. She's really sweet. She's gonna make you feel welcome, and she's not like intimidating at all. You know what I mean? Like, she is just like, she's just like you just want to hug her. To me, anyway. I know I do. Um, so they're like debriefing about the food, and she says that she tried caviar for the first time today, which I thought was interesting because she was married to that billionaire guy and all that stuff. And I was like, dang, for the first time. But I guess she just never really liked fish. So, and Howard's like, do you know what caviar is? She's like, yeah. Oh, God. Stop infantilizing my queen. Thank you. But yeah, she picked my favorite guy, this hot one, who's an apple strudel maker. She picked him. So I was like, period. And I would have too. So then I guess, I don't really know. I have a note that says cut to her being gifted novelty items of an ice cube tray in the shape of breasts. Yeah, I forget. Maybe, I think Howard got that for her when they were in Vegas. Um, yeah. And she's just kind of like, checking out these random novelty items. Kimmy keeps calling her mama. And they keep calling each other mama, and I'm like, okay, this is a really inappropriate relationship. Yeah, and they're just kind of waiting around. Bobby Trendy comes back. I'm like, this is such a long episode. They've been to Vegas. They've had a taste test. And now Bobby Trendy is there. I'm like, enough of the room. When are we going to get the room? It's like 5 or 6 episodes now. I'm ready for the room. They're just like complaining about stuff. It's constant complaining. The headboard's too short. All these other things. And it's just like, okay. That's basically it. Bobby Trendy shows up eventually after like a little argument between Howard and Anna, and they just constantly, it's very tense in the house right now, especially with this furniture situation. Um, Bobby Trendy shows up, he's measuring the bed, testing the fabric, things like that. And Bobby has a talking head, and he goes, at first I thought Howard was lovely, nice, but then he kind of came off as odd to me. Bobby loves being in front of the camera, and he gives us really entertaining television, I have to say. But yeah, Bobby and Howard hate each other. It's obvious. He's just complaining about everything, and Anna says, he just doesn't know foo-foo. I love that. I love that. I love foo-foo. Yeah, give it up for foo-foo. Just bringing in these like feathered lamps, these pink lamps. I'm like, this is a fire hazard. Yeah, it just is awkward. There's still like things that they're needing for the room. It seems like it's not complete. It's taking longer than they thought. I'm just kind of like, I would love to see the contract. I want to see the contract because we as audience viewers are like, he's already said it's going to take time. How long has it actually been? Who's in the wrong here? Something's up. Howard's just like, you need to stand up for yourself. Like you can't just like let him walk all over you. And he's like, damn, if you just let out your anger on them as much as you let it out on me, then shit. And she's just kind of like, I can't, because when I get angry, I will hurt someone. And I was kind of like frowny face, I just like don't like to see her upset. I want to see my girl smile. There's like a talking head of Howard saying he tries to look out for Anna, and then he's like going over this invoice meticulously, and I'm like, this is just weird. He's just like, I think Bobby and them are ripping you off. And Anna's just like trying to calm him down. Like, you just need to stop holding grudges. Like, you need to go to church. if there's one thing about Anna, she loves Jesus. Um, Anna's just like, listen, if he wants $200 more, it's just $200. Like, that's it. If he needs the money that bad, then that's fine. I'm just gonna have to work harder. And that's the end of the episode. Okay. Whew. Those 2 episodes were boring to me. They were like just pointless. Nothing happened. They went to Vegas. It's not moving the storyline along because they're still stuck with Bobby Trendy. They're going to Vegas, and then the chef thing. Spoiler alert, I've watched the next 2 episodes. We don't get any mention of that. So, yeah, this show is just weird. But yeah, I'm glad we got those out of the way. The next 2 episodes are really fun. Yeah, I'm excited to get to those. Yeah, thank you guys so much for checking this out. I want to finish this series, or at least this season. I don't know if I'll watch season 2. I might watch it and not recap it, or just do like a full episode on my thoughts. But yeah, I want to get through this because we have so much to do, guys. I've been busting my, you know what, for this podcast. I've been busting my, because I have so many ideas and so many cool interviews lined up and so many fun things, and I'm just so excited. I like just to warn you guys, I've been like backlogging a bunch of episodes. So technically I'm recording this and the podcast hasn't even dropped yet, but it comes out on Monday. So I put on a lot of work. And I don't really know what's going to happen with it. I hope that people like it. I'm going to try to just like, I just want it to be fun. Like I love podcasts, and like I kind of keep a podcast on all the time. And like I loved, like when I drove to LA, so I drove all the way from Nashville to LA and back, and I listened to Dunzo by Troy McKeady like the whole way there, and I was like, oh my God, this is just like, he had so many episodes, and I was like, this is what I need to have, like a catalog of fun episodes that people can just listen to on road trips or at the gym or before they go to bed or cleaning the house or whatever. Like I love that, and I hope that you guys can maybe watch the Anna Nicole show with me so that you can kind of, it's more fun to watch it when someone's recapping it, you know. Also listen to Ledom, which is like a top model recap podcast, which I think is absolutely hilarious. I love them. Would love to get them on here to talk about top model with me at some point, maybe. But yeah, just like I have listened to the whole series, like twice through already, because I just kind of keep it on, you know. Yeah, so I recommend you guys checking out both of those podcasts if you get the chance, because they have entertained me a lot and they're inspirations to me. So definitely keep them in mind if you're like looking for more podcasts. I think that's basically it. That's all I wanted to say for this episode. Yeah, okay. Thank you guys so much for coming to I Know today. It's been an absolute blast and my pleasure. And I love doing this podcast, so I'm going to keep doing it. And we're going to make it through Anna Nicole. And then we've got more things to come. Don't forget to leave me a review, rating. Hit me up on Instagram at Zach. All the good things. I'll talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.